Eamonn Holmes has revealed he and his wife Ruth Langsford's final resting places will be in separate countries. Speaking on the Let's Start Talking podcast hosted by Loose Women presenter and friend Colleen Nolan, Eamonn explained that while he will be buried in Belfast, Ruth would rather be laid to rest in Surrey. Eamonn was talking about his funeral wishes as part of our campaign with Co-op Funeral Care to make people more comfortable talking about death and funeral wishes. You can download the podcast now from Apple Podcasts, Spotify or Google Play. The popular TV presenter said it wouldn't matter to Ruth that she wasn't with him. He told Colleen, "We have a family plot in Belfast where my mum and dad are and there's room for 4 more others. Ruth would rather be somewhere anonymous in Surrey. She wants to be cremated and I don't want to be cremated. She doesn't care, she's not religious, and she's not interested in sentimentality." Eamonn has firm plans for his own funeral back in Belfast, where he grew up. He said, "I am quite clear about what I want. I want people to be dressed in black, like a uniform. Sometimes it's a dog dinner when people turn up in overcoats, t-shirts and different colors. I think for goodness sake, people used to dress to go to church. And if it's not too much to ask, no lower than a bishop conducting or maybe a cardinal, or even a monsignor. I'd stop short of a state funeral," says Eamonn with a playful smile. Eamonn wants the occasion to be solemn. Speaking on the podcast, he said, "I want crying. I want incense over my coffin for the Requiem Mass in Belfast in the church where I was baptized. It's where my mother and father married, it was our parish constituency, it was where life happened for us. And then I've got my brothers. They would carry my coffin. I like traditional old church music and I'd like Malachi Cush to sing some stuff. I would also like a record or an Elvis impersonator to sing as the final song, Bridge Over Troubled Water. I think it is a great song to reflect on. As long as the priest finishes the Mass and we go down the aisle, we can sing it at the end." The Let's Start Talking podcast is available to download now from Apple Podcasts, Spotify or Google Play. As well as Eamonn Holmes, UK mental health ambassador Dr. Alex George will be revealing what he'd like for his own funeral. On the podcast, Eamonn also explained how he was left heartbroken when illness kept him from his mum's funeral. Eamonn's mother, Josie, died last November but the television star was unable to travel to Belfast for her funeral because of ongoing health problems. Instead, he spoke through a video link. "I want you there, Colleen. Because people will say, was there anything between them? Why is Colleen crying so much, disproportionately to everyone else?" teases Eamonn. "You expect to be at your parents' funerals. I had this back problem, had an operation and then I fell down the stairs and broke my shoulder. Basically, I had 2 legs that didn't work and a shoulder that didn't. I physically couldn't get out of bed. I had carers who would dress me. It was heartbreaking for me," he said. Eamonn's mum, who was 93 when she died, had spoken to the family about her funeral wishes which helped them shape the ceremony. Eamonn knew she wanted traditional Irish music and that was a big weight off everyone's mind. He said, "Mum had chosen her own readings, and the music was left to us but we knew what type of music she liked. Just think of the pressure that takes off people. People just want to carry out her wishes. Would he be happy? Would she be happy? Does this make them proud? When death happens, even if you know it is going to happen, People are rarely organized. Think of the favor you are doing for everyone around you by just making it easier. The Let's Start Talking podcast is available to download now from Apple Podcasts, Spotify or Google Play. Talking now helps your loved ones later. For help starting your conversation, visit coop.co.uk/funeralcare.